Hello, Divine Feminine. Welcome to my channel, Alchemy of Twins, with me, Kiki. This is a new Divine Masculine mind reading. I consecrated these cards, I prayed over them, and laid them out for you especially. And I greet you in the love and light, the one infinite creator, Adonai. We communicate now. God, send forth your spirit, and they shall be created, and you shall renew the face of the earth. Lord God, source of eternal life and truth, give to Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine the wisdom, guidance, and counsel they need this up and coming week. Holidays. Look at these gorgeous roses. They are just bursting with love for you. They smell so delicious. So let's find out what Divine Masculine has been thinking. Let's spy on him. I'm going to bless you with the angel feather. What is Divine Masculine been thinking about his Divine Feminine? What has he been thinking? He's been thinking that you have a connection and love is the bridge connecting your two souls, and he really cherishes the connection. So he could be thinking that there's distance between the two of you, whether it's physical distance, emotional distance, or some sort of metaphorical distance. He believes that the love that exists between the two of you will or does connect you. That's what he's been thinking. And he also is feeling confident about the connection. Spread your wings, confidence that leads to freedom and growth. He's feeling optimistic, and he thinks that the relationship is based on love, that nothing can really separate the two of you. If anything or anyone tried to separate you, you just build a bridge and reconnect. And he doesn't have any doomy, gloomy thoughts. They're all optimistic. He's not getting in his mind. He's not making up fake scenarios and hurting his own feelings. He is spreading his wings and enjoying the connection. He thinks that you guys are growing. So that means you're getting to know each other, and the relationship it's progressing. So he sees it as a relationship that is progressing, because he's seeing it as something that there's growth within. It's definitely a very important connection. It's not an acquaintance or casual. It's serious. Massage. You know, he loves when you massage him. You gave him the best massage. He can't stop thinking about it. Sometimes he feels your hands on him, massaging him, like psychic massage. He wants to give you a massage. He wants to exchange massages, have a massage date. Maybe he wants to take you to the spa, or he's remembering that time that you went to the spa, or you gave each other massages. And this is like a special memory for him. He likes this memory, this energy between the two of you, the touch, the way that you touch each other. She's like massaging the occipital ridge. It looks like here also in the lumbar vertebrae, the hands, the feet. These are like very strong energetic portals on the body. So he could also feel that your touch transcends all space and time. That he could, even if he were, let's say he were massaging his own hand or his own feet or his own neck, he would feel you touching him in that moment, in that instant, as if they were your hands. He could even be stimulated by that, by his own hand, thinking that it's your hand. I won't go too deep into it because this is PG 13. 34. Happy birthday to all you beautiful Scorpions and Sagittarians. Happy birthday, whoever's celebrating a birthday this week. Here we have 9 of Inspiration. This is the 9 of Wands. She's all orange. So that's sacral chakra. So he just thinks that your energy, your vibration, your frequency, it inspires it excites him. That's sacral chakra. That's the sex chakra. But it also inspires him to create. It like stimulates not just his physical parts, but it stimulates his brain activity, and he gets really good ideas. Like, you are, of course, his muse. You're his muse. You are the 9 of inspiration. This is mostly when he feels frustrated. So you can come in on the scene when he's like in the desert, thirsty, can't come up with a single idea, is just feeling dry, arid, like nothing's coming to him. And then you come into the picture, or you come in on the scene, or you pop up on his phone, and he's back. He's back on top. He knows what's going on. He's got ideas. He's back into the flow of things. He's feeling good. The juices are flowing. He's feeling stimulated, excited. Yeah, I definitely feel like something here about feeling stimulated and feeling excited recently. This gives him a lot of confidence that the connection is growing. Because if you didn't still have that chemistry, then, you know, what would there be to be optimistic about? You know, a lot of people there's a lot of tension in their connections, and that's stagnation. So for you, there's a lot of chemistry, and that's growth. And even if you got into stagnation, if something came between the two of you, if you had a disagreement or a misunderstanding or something, or someone came between the two of you, you always find your way back to each other, the bridge. So that's what he's thinking. And then here we have the 10 of Cups. I don't even know if I shuffled these. 10 of Cups. Wow, I just started getting really hot. So he's definitely feeling excited, hot, heated up. Yeah, lately, before you clicked on this reading, he's really been feeling a sense of unity with you. Like, we are getting along. We harmonize well. We have good domestic harmony. We have similar outlooks. We have the same values regarding children and one another, relationships. We both like music, and there's a lot of color in our connection. There's like a lot of color in our world. He sees you as someone that brings color into his world. And also, here you have the platonic solids. So the flower of life, this is like the gate to infinity, which is access into the universe from this world into the next world, as you might call it, or the universe, which is filled with lots of different worlds. You know, he just feels or thinks that there's a lot of potential for the two of you. And he doesn't really put any limits or bounds on your connection. He's not thinking that this is temporary or that it won't last. He definitely sees it as this is going to last like forever, the world. And he actually thinks and feels that it's something that he would enjoy, you know, as life goes on, like your company, you know, the lifestyle that the two of you have created together. He just knows that, you know, even if things change for the two of you as the years go by, he's still going to find pleasure in your company and in the way that you guys live your life. So that's why he feels like he can spread his wings. He feels that it's a good connection. So that's how he's been feeling and thinking as of lately. And now I'm going to turn over these other cards to see what he's feeling and thinking this up and coming week of. Okay. He thinks that, okay, first of all, there's something toxic that needs to be released. this is like something within his energy, okay, that he notices it is seeping into your connection. It's some toxic energy here that's draining him and his self-worth, but it comes from a past relationship. It's like a grudge or a wound or some pent up feelings from either a past relationship or the past within your relationship. And he's noticing that he still hasn't completely worked through that, either with you or with himself regarding you or with a past partner. And he's noticing that it still comes up and sort of pricks him. It drains his energy, and it really makes him not feel that he values himself. You know, he's praying through this. He's working through this. I do think this week he's making a lot of progress and working with himself and getting back to that place of peace, centering himself again, breathing and remembering, you know, what matters, you know, his connection with his breath and life and what he's grateful for, and being able to get himself back to a place of self-worth, regardless of what anyone ever said or did to him, and regardless of whatever happened with even in your connection in the past. And he's just learning how to self-regulate really well. And this week, it'll really pay off for him. So when these things come up and trigger him this week, he'll be getting back to this place of peace. He's really been working through this. So things that work for him are like sitting, being still, breathing, you know, and connecting to the earth, or some like a crystal, even maybe even a crystal that you gave him. And so maybe that's a reminder for him as well. Or he could have an altar or a place in his house or outside of his house, or a special place, like a sacred grove. Maybe he goes to a park or a beach or something, or the forest. He goes somewhere where he's got a very particular place where he can sit and breathe and connect. He's definitely connecting to the earth. Could be water as well. And then he's getting out of this toxic energy of being resentful or angry or tense. Also, aromatherapy really helps him as well. Scents. He's really influenced by scent. So, you know, sometimes he thinks the way that you smell. Also, he thinks that sometimes he can smell you. Maybe your scent is still on things, and that maybe that item or that object, it actually induces a state of calm for him. Like if he has something of yours that has your scent on it, he may have it with him, or he has it in a particular place, or he touches it or smells it, and it helps him to calm down. Also, he could be using aromatherapy, particular scents. And also, you might want to consider scent, because he is sensitive to scent. He is easily influenced by it. So your perfume, your body creams, your shampoo, things like that probably are imprinting on him. Here we have 8 of Pentacles. He really thinks that you're in this like good workflow, that you have a really good vibe about your own worth and what you do, and the way that you have built your life in such a way that you enjoy your work, regardless of what anybody else thinks of you or how they look at you or define you. He sees you as someone who's very down to earth And he's very attracted to that energy that you give off, that you're very simple. You can be very simple, but you like things that are very organic, which are very rich, like these candles and books that are filled with wisdom and the feathers and all of these like alchemical things. So he sees you as someone who is like simple, but also deeply rooted in things that have a strong vibration, like things that are organic, like crystals, and then also wisdom, books, feathers. These are all like organic things, herbs, clay bowls, and things like that. Okay, there's like a big vibration coming off of all of those things. The muse of emotions. So I think she's like blowing through the conch shell, maybe. I don't know what she's got in her hand. Or maybe she's drinking. There's also like a person in a boat. Both of these people have a starfish, and these are two different decks. So there is something here about she's holding a starfish and he's holding a starfish. He definitely sees the two of you as you're destined, like you're meant for each other. The stars have aligned to bring the two of you together. Also, he also could be a Christian. There's a fish on his necklace, so he could also be connecting to like Christ consciousness. And he really resonates with Christ consciousness. He has the mala beads too, though. So it's like a combination of Christ consciousness and like Zen meditation. But he also thinks that you're very much that way too. But you also have this like effortless elegance about you. And she kind of reminds me of Betty Page. Betty Page is like a sex symbol. Yeah, maybe to him you're like a sex symbol, and something about that is inspiring to him. Your sexiness, like your simple elegance, your effortless elegance, and your simplicity, and being immersed in things that are organic are very inspirational to him, like scents and candles and plants and like water, fragrance, just very, he thinks that you're a natural beauty, and you have this realness to you. You're like an authentic person, you're genuine, and you're connected to life. You're not living like an artificial life or a fake life, and you're not putting on faces. It's not about showing off. You're very much in, because you can't even see her eyes in any of these pictures. They're closed, or you don't even see. He sees you as someone that's very inward and connected to nature. And I think it's inspiring him to be more that way, because he's been in some really toxic situations. And he also thinks that probably you have been too. And you also have to work to stay in that sort of energy. And so he just thinks that the two of you resonate really well in that regard. It's as if the two of you are in sync, working through maybe past toxic behaviors, even your own behaviors, the way you react to people, to situations, the resentments we can hold, or the narrative we can keep playing over and over in our mind because we're so upset we never got that apology or whatever. But he sees you as really working with yourself to get to that place of peace, and he too is working with himself this week. So both of you are trying to stay centered in your individual lives, and that brings the two of you into sync, and that's what harmonizes and polarizes the two of you, because you're both doing that at the same time. So that's a really pretty energy, and you're both really connected to the water, I see, in these two cards. And the starfish. The starfish is really significant, and you know, it's the 5-pointed star. The pentagram. So let's see how he's going to feel this week regarding you and the connection. How will he feel? He'll feel like just hanging out, watching a movie with you, cuddling, and, you know, just snuggling, maybe catching up on your favorite show, watching movies, watching sports together, just being down to earth. Sleeping beside each other, or imagining that you're sleeping beside each other, or even like, you know, doing like watch play. Like if you're at a distance, you can do that. You can like log in to like Prime Video and you guys can both watch the same movie and chat. Of course, you could do it on the phone and all that too, but it's kind of fun to do it, like watch play together and, you know, talk all the way until you fall asleep. And then see what kind of dreams you have. Sleep perchance to dream. You have 43 and 54 here, but he's just wanting to like share those sort of everyday activities with you. You know, like maybe he likes to watch sports or watch TV for a little while before he goes to bed at night. It's a movie though. I don't really see him like wanting to watch news. I feel like he's probably glad that the election's over and that's done, and I don't think he likes to watch like news before bed, because that's part of like staying in that place of peace, because the toxicity and the resentment and all that could come from like politics and the state of our world where there's so much war, and that'll really affect your sleep and your peace and your tranquility. And so both of you probably are very aware that, you know, what you watch or what you expose yourself to prior to sleep is going to affect the way you feel. And so you're both, again, syncing up to that energy of, you know, I watch something that I enjoy, something that makes me laugh, something that makes me feel good before I go to sleep, you know, pet my kitty or my dog and hang out with my dude and, you know, him or whatever. Yeah, you guys are like on the right path. He feels like you're on the right path this week. He feels like love is beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. And even if you are not where he is and you're at a distance, he feels like he can see you. He feels like you're still connected. There's a lot of things you can do even from a distance. Time spent alone, reflection on past and current situation. He does feel like he may need some time alone. You know, he wants to spend time with you, but he also wants time alone because he notices that time alone helps him to maintain that balance in his mind, body, spirit, because he does tend to juggle too many things at once. You know, he has you, divine feminine, he has his children, he has his family, he has his work, his friends and sports and all this stuff. It's like a lot going on, and he wants to be sure that he has time for everybody, including you. So he does need to take time out and reflect. Maybe he spends some time. This person looks like they're cross-country skiing or snowshoeing or something, maybe hiking through the snow. Or maybe he's thinking it would be nice to go like skiing. There's so much snow already early in the season. But also spending time with you is really important this week because he does want to maintain that harmony that you got. It's like you guys have found the sweet spot just prior to this reading, and he wants to maintain that. He doesn't want to lose that. Yeah, he's afraid that if he doesn't maintain it, then you'll get discontent. He does realize that you are a priority. He may have at some time not prioritized you when he was juggling too many things. And he did still hold you in his heart. He's like the huge chalice there, but you can't even see the chalice because you felt neglected, and he doesn't want to neglect you. He feels like he may have neglected you in the past, but he cannot drop the ball this time. He cannot neglect you. He really wants to keep you happy and keep the flame lit, keep the embers going with you, keep you hot, keep you excited about him. So that's how he's feeling. Okay, let's find out what he's seeing in you this week. Like, how does he see you? Or how will he be seeing you? Like, how are you coming off to him this week? Oh, pleasure. Nourish your temple. Yeah, he sees you as his lover. You are a sensual goddess. You're very erotic. You're enticing, alluring. You're sexy and sensual. And he wants to touch you. He wants to kiss you. He wants to vibrate with you. You're giving off this vibration. He also sees you as all your chakras are in tune and in alignment. And he sees you as being very balanced, giving off a lot of love, giving out a lot of love. He sees you as someone that cares about your body, that you nourish your body, you listen to it. You know, if it wants something, you feed it that. You listen to what it needs, what it's craving, and you give it whatever it wants and needs. You let your body tell you rather than your mind or your anxiousness or your thoughts. You're really listening or in tune with the body and what the body needs, because the body can usually tell us what it's lacking, you know, what it's depleted in. You know, certain cravings are clues to what your body might need. You know, like if you're craving a banana, it might be because you're low on potassium, you know, things like that. So he just sees you as someone that's in touch with your body. He thinks you have a beautiful body and that you take really good care of it. That's how he sees you. Again, all of the chakras are aligned. You're giving off a beautiful vibration. He's very attracted to your body this week. Your body is beautiful. Wow, 8 of materials. He thinks like you wear a lot of hats, but you do it with grace. You're also multi-talented. You have many gifts. But he also sees that this week you found a way to use your unique gifts in a way that you're able to combine them. And actually that you're doing this very successfully and you're generating a very good profit. And he also sees you as someone that he wants to give his money to. I don't know, like he wants to pay you for something. It's like he wants to share everything he has with you. Maybe you do a lot of things for him, Divine Feminine. Maybe that's why you have all these arms. Like maybe he sees you as she does it all. Like she's my superwoman. She takes care of everything and everyone. And she's doing like all the work. And I need to give her an allowance, basically. So he's wanting to give you an allowance or more spending money because you are doing everything. You're doing all the cooking, you're carting the kids around, you're chaperoning, you're going to this thing and that thing and making this and making that and making sure he's taken care of and he doesn't lose anything and he's up and he's out on time and all. Like you're doing everything and he wants to give you an allowance. 6 of Pentacles, like 6 denominations of 6. It's like $6,000 or $600, something like that. Here we have 6 of Cups. So that's 6, 6 again. He sees you as someone that he has watched grow into a beautiful woman, you know, and and someone that's seen him grow from, a young guy into a mature man. And maybe even when you met, his dog was like a little puppy, and now his dog is older. But, he sees you as someone that's like part of his family. You're very near and dear to him. You're definitely special to him. Also, he could see you as someone that he wants to, that you share a pet with, or you have children with, or he would like that. Or maybe you share grandchildren. And he just thinks like, we've come so far. We've lived our life, and we've had so many experiences, and it's just amazing that we've made it this long together. Okay, leap of faith. He sees you as someone that's, this week, you're a risk taker. So he sees you taking risks this week, stepping into the beauty of the unknown. There could be like a message in the bottle. But maybe he sees you as you're going outside of your comfort zone more and more, or things that you wouldn't normally do because they're risky behaviors. He sees you as doing more of that this week. And he believes, Divine Feminine, that that's where your dreams lie, outside of your comfort zone. So look to your dreams because they hold the answers you seek. But he also sees you as someone that when you stay inside of your comfort zone, you fail to live out your dreams. So he loves seeing you take a leap of faith. And this week he'll see you take a leap of faith. He may encourage it also by giving you, I don't know, some money. He's giving you money this week, Divine Feminine, like a lot of money. Maybe he's investing in you or something because he wants to see you fulfill your dreams, or have your dreams, or have those things that you want. He wants you to spend it in whatever way that you want. Okay. Because you're like his goddess. You bring him pleasure and you take care of everybody. It's like he couldn't pay you enough, I think, is how he's seeing you. It's like, she deserves it all. I need to give it all to her. She takes care of us and the kids and the pets. So this is what he wants this week. He wants to draw you on canvas. He wants to like paint you. He loves watching you, like when you're not looking, when you're just enjoying life, you're swimming in the pool, you're swimming in the ocean, you're just doing something in your everyday life where you're just going with the flow. Your kids are pulling you here, pulling you there, everybody's coming at you, but you're just going with the flow. And it's like he wants to capture you in that sort of, I'm going with the flow energy. I'm not so self-conscious. I'm not really even aware of myself in this moment. I'm just more like feeling the energy in the environment all around me and really enjoying that energy of the environment, whether it's a natural habitat or it's like your family, your kids, your friends. He's watching you, he's observing you, and he wants to capture you, whether he wants to capture you like on film, wants to take pictures, and he may be taking pictures of you this week when you're not looking. It might be surprising when you find those, or he might actually paint you. So that's something he wants to do this week. True love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. Yeah, remember I said something in the beginning, like this isn't a superficial relationship. It's not casual. It's very deep. And he's feeling that this week. And he wants to express it through some sort of, taking pictures, creating art of you. Wow, he also wants to celebrate something this week. So maybe there's a birthday or a party that you go to, but he wants, to be with you at this celebration. He may even propose a toast, and he might off to the side propose a little private toast with you, Or maybe he does something very elaborate, very public. But I do see him like proposing a toast to you this week. Okay, these cards, this is a little different. Okay, so there is also something that he's wanting, that he's reaching for, that he's striving. It's like he wants to reach out to you here. It's like you are in this, you're like there waiting for him. You know, here, this is the Three of Wands. You're there, you're waiting for him, you're keeping vigil, you're keeping your lamp trimmed. You know, it's like it's him you're waiting for. You're waiting for him to decide, or him to take the two of you to that place or that level or whatever. And he knows you're waiting for him. Like, you're ready to get on that wave and see where it takes you. Like, but you're waiting for him to initiate it. Okay. And he's trying to get to you, get to that point of being able to initiate. It's like a struggle for him. I don't know why. He's like climbing. Like, where is he? Like, I don't know if this is like the darkness of his mind. I think it is, honestly. But he's working. He's working. He's, you know, he's going to get there. This night tells me he'll get out of there. He'll get out of there, and he will make his way to you, and he won't leave you there. He will not abandon you, leave you there waiting for him forever. He will get there. It will be fantastic. There will be fireworks. There will be a celebration. It will be more than you ever hoped for or imagined. That's what he really wants. Okay, so, and he does want to celebrate. I see fireworks and champagne. That, to me, that's a wedding. Fireworks and champagne, that's a wedding. Maybe that's what you're waiting for. That kind of a proposal. But there could be clues, hints, you know, dialogue about those things this week. And let's see what he'll actually do this week. Abundance planning. Yeah, see, I told you he's going to share his abundance with you. He's going to give you some extra money. Look at the lucky cat. Yeah, because he knows that you have things on your bucket list or things on your list that you want, right? Living expenses, educational, business, self-development, savings, travel, just free money. You want to keep track of your finances. Maybe he just wants to help you out. Don't shop when you're hungry. It always makes me laugh every time I see that. Yeah, he might just help you. He's going to help you this week. We already saw that. So that's a synchronistic message. Plan a vacation. Yeah, he might even splurge on a vacation as well. Okay, so I think he has like extra money and he's going to share it with you this week. He's going to give you some to do whatever you want, and then start thinking about a vacation or planning a vacation. This looks like maybe thinking about it and planning it. Here, wow, oh my God, look, there's a proposal. An offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. So he's going to propose something to you that is going to be very surprising to you. The need to gain clarity through decision making. This is something that he thought through very thoroughly. It's very premeditated. He considered it. This is going to make you really happy. Divine Feminine, 9 of Cups. I mean, jumping for joy. All the singing bowls are like vibrating. Your whole body's going to be vibrating. This is like ecstasy. 8 of Cups. You thought this was, oh my God, 8 of Cups and 5 emotions. You thought this was never going to happen. You were like, this is never going to happen. He's never going to satisfy my dreams, my wants, my wishes and desires. Should I just walk away? Am I always just going to be grieving in this connection? No, you're not. He knows. He knows you're patiently enduring. He knows that you love him. He is going to make you happy. He's not going to leave you there. He's not going to let you walk away. He knows you're probably at your max, just thinking that it's never going to happen. And it's very sad. It could feel very sad for you. This is kind of reminds me of like when you lose somebody and you leave the little bowl with the flowers in the water because you're grieving someone or you're grieving the loss of someone. And yeah, he knows that the depth of your love, like the love that you give anyone, him or your children or anyone in your life, is so deep, and it's intrinsically a part of who you are. That person, you love them so much that they become a part of who you are, that if they don't want to look outward with you or they don't want to live a life with you, it could be very sad and depressing for you. So he knows that your love is true towards him, and I think he needed to know this. I think for a long time he wasn't sure, and like now he knows, and he's gonna he's gonna show you that you're not alone in this, that he loves you equally, if not more. I feel like he's like gonna make up for lost time in a sense as well, is what I'm getting. So have a wonderful week. I leave you in the love and light to the one infinite creator, Adonai. Go forth, therefore, rejoicing in their power and their might and their miracles in your life. And I will see you with next week's Thanksgiving readings. I am so grateful for you. I love you. And I wish you and your twin all the joy, all the love.